Up next on the Donna Drake Show is my good friend, Jann Klose. Welcome, how are you?
Good, great to see you.
Great to see you too.
Good to be back.
New set. New
Yes,
digs.
I love it, it's fabulous. It's
Thank
fabulous.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
fantastic.
you. And new things are happening.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. And congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We've kept in touch over the years, and I get to watch you through social media. You've seen the things that have been happening in my life through social media. And then you had a big announcement, and I was so overjoyed for you that I said, please come back on the show.
Yes.
So tell us what's happening with you now. What's In Tandem?
So In Tandem is my new album with 13 new songs on it, and it was recorded entirely in South Africa, and mainly South African musicians on it, and special guests from America, Britain,
Even
and
Peter
Africa.
Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel is one of the writers. Annie Haslam from Renaissance and I covered a Peter Gabriel song called Don't Give Up. It's also on the album. And so I got a couple of deals with the record, one through Gallo, which is my South African label, and then through Sony in outside of Africa. So the single Love High comes to Spotify finally on April 9th.
Congratulations. And
Thank
it's
you.
right around the same time that we're airing this, and my 10th anniversary for my show is April 15th. So we just love to celebrate life together. And so I said, would you play a little? And you said, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Take it away.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. I guess I got a little excited, maybe even just a little bit frightened. You appeared like a bolt of lightning, heavy rain, thunder riding high. Haunted, wanted, I was wanting, haunted by you. Longing, calling. In the middle of the night I feel it coming on. When you're giving me a love, you're giving me a love high. It's a love that you're giving up. Giving me a love high. In the love high.
Yay! Watching it is nothing compared to like having you right here. But for those of you that can't have them in their own studio setting, they can listen to your music, and they can get it where?
Like I said, it's coming to Spotify April 9th.
Okay.
The new stuff is, the old stuff's already on there. But the album's on Apple Music now, In Tandem.
Now, you've performed on Broadway.
Yes.
You've performed in a lot of different places. What do you love most? Where do you source the greatest joy from in your experience as a musician?
Probably writing.
Okay.
You know, the creative process, making an album, putting all that together. There's a lot involved. It's a lot of work, but writing, collaborating with others, writing with others, writing for others, performing. But I would say writing is probably my favorite aspect.
The music video is shot so beautifully. How many days did it take you to kind of create that experience?
7 hours.
You did it in one day?
We did it in a day, yeah.
Wow, I think I'm pretty handy. Like with my crew, my top crew, you did all of that in a day?
We had to. We
Okay.
had to, yeah. That's all we had. That's the only time we could get everybody together, to work the video.
It's really spectacular. When you write, where do you like to write? Do you write on like a yellow legal pad, on napkins? What's your process when something comes to you?
It's usually a melody. It's an idea for a melody. So I pull out my iPhone, I record the melody, and then I save it for later, and then I come back to it and construct a song. But as far as writing stuff down, sometimes it'll just be, something I'll put on my phone, or if anything, any kind of piece of paper, So sometimes I have, scraps and different things from different times, but it's mainly the melody, and that starts with just recording the idea.
At what age did you realize that your growing up experience might have been uniquely different than other people's experience, in terms of like the journey and the places you've traveled and the experiences that you've had? Did you realize that you're a little like touched Like somebody hey, this is your life.
You know, usually when someone else notices it, you know,
Okay.
I mean, because subjectively it's, you know, you just live and you kind of, because you have nothing to compare it to. But
Good point.
I think, you know, when I would start talking about it, where I was from, and people would go, oh, wow, you know, that's interesting. You know, what was it like growing up in these different places? You know, what's it like growing up here? How is it different to the US? You know, that's, I think, how I started really, you know, thinking about it myself more.
I started, you know, I always tell people that I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, but now I feel like I'm a global citizen, like I'm a woman of the globe.
Yes.
So that, like, planet Earth is my home.
Yes.
Do you kind of feel similar?
Totally, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I love America. You know, I love the opportunities that it's given me as a first-generation immigrant.
Yes.
But as far as the Earth, you know, the planet is concerned, I feel like I think it's quite important to remember that getting from one side of the Earth to the other is a lot easier than it used to be. It's also a lot more complicated than it used to be.
Yes.
Politically.
Yes.
So.
And how often do you take off your shoes? Or since you're a frequent flyer, do you get to keep your shoes on now? No?
I take my shoes off so just for future people that like sit next to me on an airplane, I take my shoes off as soon as I sit down in the seat.
Oh, not just going through security?
Oh, well, you have to. You still have to do that, but only in America. Like, don't,
Oh, really? Yeah.
Elsewhere, you don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that?
No.
Oh, but you take your shoes off and stretch out and like take a siesta?
Yes.
Okay.
And I wear, you know, like when I travel, if it's warm enough, I just travel in flip-flops. Because it's the easiest thing to take off.
What was your first guitar?
That's a good question. I think it was a classical guitar, and I had no idea what it was and how to work it. And I put steel strings on a classical guitar, which was obviously destroyed the guitar. But I had no idea what I was doing, and I wasn't taking lessons, so I just kind of figured it out.
You make do with what you got.
I did.
What's on the horizon for you? I know that you're experiencing this and you're having so much fun, but I know for you it never stops, right? Is there something else you're writing right now in your head?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually doing a lot of co-writing and writing for others, and my record is still, you know, it's still being released, you know, so we still have a couple more singles to go. So I'm really trying to kind of stay focused on what's happening now rather than thinking too far ahead at the moment, because it's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
It's indeed a lot. And touring, if people wanted to check your website out for your tour schedule.
Yes, sure. You just go to my site, jannklose.com, and you know, on the shows page you can see everything. But it's I do have, although that will probably be over by the time this day airs. I'm playing the city winery shows with the Yardbirds this month, and then I'm going to be in Florida for the Key West Songwriters Festival, and then I'm going to Germany for some shows in June.
You need a companion for
Yes,
Germany?
please come.
Okay, my passport's ready.
Done.
I'll take off my shoes too.
Great.
And can you play us out a little bit?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, I'm close. Thanks for watching.
Take it